I'm standing outside the council center where the families have been briefed every day. After this briefing, the superintendent, Gary Knowles, came out and told waiting reporters that there had been a second explosion in the mine that was impossible for anyone to survive. So they know now that even if anyone had survived that first blast, all 29 miners would be dead now.
Kathy, give us a timeline of what has happened since Friday. Friday is when the miners were trapped, and then walk us through the past couple of days and what rescuers had been trying to do.
Well, as you say, the explosion was on Friday. We hadn't had any contact with them since then. What it has been an effort to test the air quality and also to get robots down into the mine to take photos and take video camera footage to see what was going on down there, since it was too dangerous to send in any rescue teams. But it seems that something has set off a second explosion. That was the major concern about sending rescue teams in the first place. We don't know what caused this explosion. There's speculation it might have been something to do with those robots, but we just don't know yet. We're about to get an official briefing for the media from police, and we should have more details about that shortly.
And Kathy, the news about the second explosion is just coming to us. When did this happen?
It happened at approximately 2:30 local time. It's about 5 o'clock local time, so it would have been 2.5 hours ago, not very long ago at all. The efforts have been ongoing 24 hours a day, and this would have been the first opportunity that police had to get the families together to tell them and indeed to update us in the media.
And you had mentioned you are outside the counseling center where the miners' families are. Have you been able to talk to any of them?
No, they've been very reluctant to talk to the media throughout. Some of them were starting to make some statements about how frustrated they were with the process this morning, but now they seem to be angry. They're certainly angry at all the media attention now, and some of them were lashing out as they walked out. But it's all very new. It's just happening, and we aren't getting very much direct reaction from the families, but obviously they're absolutely distraught.
Understandably so. They've been waiting since Friday for news of their loved ones. What is going to happen next? Who are you expecting to hear from?
I'm sorry, Pauline, you were breaking up there. Could you possibly repeat that?
Yes, who are you expecting to hear from at this point?
Well, the people that have been updating us the whole time are Superintendent Gary Knowles, who's the district commander in this area of New Zealand of the police, and also the mine CEO, Peter Whittle. They have been the faces of this mine disaster since the beginning. We're not quite sure exactly if any of the more senior members of the New Zealand police will front up to the media. We're just finding all of that out now.
Now, there had been a problem with the first robot where it broke down halfway down the tunnel as it was trying to reach the miners. A second robot had been taken in. Do you know at this point if something with the robot caused the second explosion?
That is possible. That's certainly going to be part of the speculation. Certainly the police don't know now. A lot of the answers to all of the questions that we've had throughout this mine crisis is simply they do not know. It's hard to tell what's going on under the mine. They certainly know there's a lot of explosive and toxic gas down there. And one of the initial worries about sending in a robot where the electronics could spark another explosion, but we cannot confirm that right now. We are just waiting to hear.
Kathy, you had said that there was a lot of anger from the families. They were lashing out at the media, also a lot of criticism about the rescue efforts. Give us a sense of the atmosphere there now. What are some of the big questions that the families have? What's the general feeling right now?
Well, throughout this, they have been taking expert advice and relying on the fact that the police and everyone who's involved in this operation knew what they were doing. So they were trying to be patient and wait and have hope. But now it seems that they're just angry that something wasn't done sooner. Some of them believe that if you had gone in earlier, that would have been the opportune time to go in right after the explosion when some of the gas might have been gone and take that opportunity then. All of that's going to come up in the wash now, but obviously it's all just grief and sadness and anger here.